This is it. We are down to our last application to install in the small deployment. Do you remember way back when we were installing Platform Manager that we could have also included the Cloud Portal web application? Instead, we're installing the Cloud Portal web application on its own target host. Before you begin, installing the Oracle 64-bit JRE 1.7 is optional. And like I said with the Platform Manager and the self-check monitor, I typically do not install the external JRE. I use the bundled JRE that's embedded in the product instead. If you're using a third-party certificate from a company like Symantec, installing an external JRE is sometimes confusing. Let's proceed with the installation. Here we see that the Cloud Portal web application is the last product that's loaded in the currently installing tree, and it is ready to install. Close the report card and review the welcome panel. Just by way of summary, the Cloud Portal web application is new to version 4.5. It's BMC's completely redesigned end user portal. Click Next to continue. And this is it, the last VM snapshot we're going to take for a while. Take a VM snapshot of the end user portal target host and then click Next. Review the installation directory. In the Java information panel, select the bundled JRE. Using the bundled JRE that's embedded in the product makes SSL configuration a lot easier. Otherwise, you could select the JRE path. Review the port information panel. By default, we're installing the Cloud Portal web application with the HTTPS protocol on HTTPS port 8443. In this case, it's safer and more secure to go with the default settings of HTTPS. We now have the choice of creating a self-signed certificate to use with the end user portal. The default option is to create a self-signed certificate. But if you created a third-party certificate, select Yes, enter the location to the private key on the target host, and then enter the password. If you do select Yes, you must already have created the key store and installed the third-party certificate on the target host. But here we're going with the default. In the Tomcat web server information panel, update the information to create a self-signed certificate that's unique to your organization. In the common name field, enter the fully qualified domain name for your organization. Enter the organizational unit, enter your company name, enter the locality, enter the full name of your state and not an abbreviation, and review the password. The password here by default is change it. Click Next to continue. In the configuration inputs panel, review the values for the Platform Manager and for the self-check monitor. The installer pre-populated these values for you. We are ready to kick off our last installation. Review all the products and all the versions listed in the installation preview, and then click Install. This application is really fast. It only takes about 3 to 5 minutes to install. Unbelievable! We've successfully installed the last product in the small deployment. In the installation summary, review the installation log and then click Done. But wait, there's even more. Close the report card and we have a nice screen that lists all the applications we've installed and shows you how successful we were. The report card shows all of our installations are successful. We're now good to go. You now have two choices. You can exit the installation and close the installer, or you can modify the existing deployment if you want to install additional applications, for example, a Pixie server on the workload tier. We're just going to exit the installation though. And that's it. We're done. There are a few remaining tasks for your small deployment. Copy and save the registry file to a different location for safekeeping. There are also some hot fixes that you need to install before you do anything else. Consult this installing small deployment topic at docs.bmc.com. Then the next thing you should do is to verify the installation. These procedures are also carefully documented. But those are different tasks for a different time. Thank you for watching this series of videos.